Hello everybody, this is Janice and I am back from being gone for a few weeks. I was gone in Georgia for about 1 week visiting some really good friends. We had such a great time. All of us have a great time. My husband, we went to college with Dawn and Joel, and we became friends in college, but we've become even better friends as we've grown older. And they have 3 daughters, and so my son has somebody to play with, I have somebody to play with, and my husband has somebody to play with. So everybody has a great time when we go to Georgia. We do this every year for the 4th of July, and this, I think, was the longest time that we ever stayed there. I'm having my coffee, so if you hear me gulp, that's what that's all about. So anyway, I haven't been around much because, as you know, I run a camp out here in Bithlo, and just so you know, everything is going amazingly well. I just thank God for the chance to be a part of it. We've had so many youth come through to be volunteer buddies, as I call them, and adults as well, and so many children have come through. The campers, this is a volunteer camp, nobody gets paid, but the rewards are in heaven, because everything we do is for God's glory. And so that's what I do in the summer. That's my summer missions trip, I guess you could call it, and I love it. And so anyway, but I had a week off, and I had other people there who were highly capable, more capable than me, taking care of the camp, and they did a wonderful job. So I just wanted to update you on that, and I wanted to show you some of the cards that I made while I was in Georgia, and I made some layouts too, because like I said, well, I didn't say, we scrapbooked the whole week. From the minute I get there, we unload, we catch up a little bit on talking, and then we get right to it. Usually the next morning, I meet her with coffee in our area, in her dining room. And then it spreads into the formal living room, and we just have the whole place to ourselves, pretty much. So, this is one of the cards I made. And I got a new stamp set, and I'll share in another video, probably the next one after this, what I bought at the Scrapbook Expo. I got to go again in the Gwinnett Center in Georgia, so near Atlanta. So very cool. So I made this one, and like I said, I got the stamp set at the expo, and I used my distress markers, and I got this punch at the expo. And then I was teaching my friend and her daughter the what do you call that? Resist technique. And I bought this stamp at Joann's, and this I already had from Michael's. And I just put some snaps down here. And then this one I was showing her the watercolor background technique. And I did not use a round block for this. Robin, you were looking for that round block. I just did it. I actually cut the paper first in a circle, and then I did it, and it works fine. Maybe I'll do a video on that. And, oh, and I also added some Perfect Pearl Mist to that one. And then I did another one. And then I was really into this. I've been into sea turtles. So, and that was a set that Robin gave me for my birthday, I believe. And that one's an easel card. I was teaching the girls how to make an easel card. And then I was playing with my new stamp set, and I colored with my distress markers this owl. I might use him on a card. I wasn't too happy with the way he came out, but the more I look at him, the more I like him. And I did this cute, I love cardinals, but he looks like a grumpy cardinal. Okay, now onto the, oh, and then I worked on my file folder thing that I've been working on. Folder, memory system thing. And I'll show you. Well, these are pictures I still have to add. These are things I cut out. This you saw already. But I added this. Heidi Swapp has this little book that you can add. So I made my own. So look at all the pictures that I was able to add. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. And then here I added this little element. And it's just my niece up in a tree. And then here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I need to find like a long skinny picture. And then here. So I cut all this stuff out of Life is a Beach. So I made this little element that I might add there. I'm not sure yet. But I cut this little gecko out. And I thought he could go in one of these spots in here. Maybe here. Like that. And I got a flamingo. Maybe he can go there. It kind of matches with her pink shirt. And then I have some more flowers and things that I cut out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And then I have these flip-flops that I added micro beads to the little bands. And then I have this leaf and another flower. So that's what I did on that. And then I have all these pictures to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to add them all. I might have to do a second one of those. Then for my layouts, excuse my sniffling. I'm not sick, I just sneezed. I also had laryngitis. I had stuff to share with you and I couldn't talk for a week. It was weird. And not because I wasn't sick. I just had laryngitis. It was the weirdest thing. Okay, so let me show you some layouts I did. Okay, first of all, I hope Stacy from Love That Blog is watching, Love That Bug, because I did this little layout of the picture she sent me of her grandson JC wearing one of Adrian's outfits. He was a preemie and Adrian was a preemie, and I sent JC some clothes, some of my Adrian's preemie clothes. So that picture really touched me. And so what I did was I had sprayed the paper with, it was paint and water that I mixed in a little spray bottle. And I made one of those, like, you know, those Mr. Huey mists. But I made my own. And I think I learned it maybe from Stacy. I don't know. It's been a long time ago. And I added some holes here. You know, little stitching holes. And then I cut the buttons out of this, and that's all I did. And then I cut out some letters, and I stamped polka dots, and then distressed it with distress ink. These were white originally. And then I have, let's see, here's another layout. In 12 by 12, this was a picture of Adrian and I at Aquatica this summer. This was just a few weeks ago. And I just tore it's just a rectangle of coordinations paper to make waves, and this turtle, of course, and I stamped his legs and head with one of the background stamps from the Turtle to Love set from Stamps of Life. I did that, and I did the middle one there. And then I did one of these watercolor backgrounds. But on this one I did alcohol instead of water, just to see what would happen. Okay, and some of that Charon paper from Michaels. And then I have a couple double page layouts. So this one is of a field trip that we took up to Ponce inlet, and this kind of moved. Looks kind of crooked now. But this stands for Homegrown Kids Oviedo Field Trip. Use the birthday cakes. What do you call it? Font. And I'm going to add probably some bling here. I couldn't find the bling when I was doing the layout. So I'm going to do that right now. Because I think what I used was the shadow. Or something, because oh, I think so. I'm not sure. And then the lighthouse is from Life is a Beach. And then I was showing the girls how to make the rosettes. So I made a rosette and I used it. And the seagulls are also from Life is a Beach. Just a little journaling. And that's it. And this is just two 8.5 by 11 papers. Okay. And then I did this one. This is old pictures. These are too. This is from when Adrian was in kindergarten, and this is kindergarten as well. So I got these from the Recess cartridge as well as the Apple. And then something else I bought at the Scrapbook Expo was this journaling stamp from the Jenny Bolin booth. I actually met Jenny Bolin's husband and his son. Jared Bolin is her husband and Noah Bolin is her son. I don't know how many kids she has, but he's a very nice, eloquent young man. And so I was tickled to death that I got to meet them. She wasn't there though. So anyway, that's what I did here. This is just tearing. And this I just did like doodly, swirly lines. And the paper is from the DCWV school stack. And it's an 8 by 8 stack, so I was just able to use pieces of it. And that's, I'm trying to think if I made anything else. I think that's all I got accomplished while I was there, which I think is plenty considering all the chit-chatting we were doing. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'm going to share some of the things that I purchased at the Scrapbook Expo in Georgia. Thanks for watching.